Scorching summer heat turns more unbearable in Dhaka and elsewhere in the country as power plants are running with less capacity due to fuel shortage, resulting in frequent load shedding. Power outages coupled with acute gas shortages are also hitting the industries and businesses very hard. Currently, the country's power generation facilities connected to the grid have the capacity to produce 24,000 megawatt electricity against a demand of 15 to 16,000 megawatt per day. Due to shorter production, distribution companies are rationing the power supply by area-wise load shedding, officials said in a statement. People across the country have been suffering immensely due to increased load shedding in recent weeks. Meanwhile, the second unit of the Pyra 1,300 megawatt thermal power plant project is going to shut down by Monday due to the persisting coal shortage. Earlier, the first unit of the project closed down on 25th May, significantly impacting the country's electricity supply situation in the southern part and a portion of central Bangladesh. State Minister of Power, Energy and Mineral Resources Nosrul Hamid has hoped that the Pyra coal power plant would soon be able to supply power again. Initiatives to import coal have made some significant progress in this regard. Hopefully, Pyra would be able to resume power supply from June 25th, he said, after inaugurating a solar electricity laboratory and training center at Daffodil International University in Savar today.
কয়লা সময় মতো পৌঁছতে পারে না এবং সেই কারণে আমি মনে করি আরো 20-25 দিন কিন্তু পায়রা পাওয়ার প্ল্যান্ট বন্ধ থাকবে। রাজনীতি ইস্যু বিভিন্ন সাবজেক্ট নিয়ে উঠতেই পারে, এটা রাজনীতিবিদদের যারা বিরোধী দল বা বিরোধী যারা আছেন তারা উঠাতেই পারেন, এটা স্বাভাবিক ব্যাপার। বিদ্যুৎ নিয়ে করতে পারেন, জ্বালানি নিয়ে করতে পারেন। এখন এটা তাদের উপর নির্ভর করে, তারা যদি ওই ইস্যু নিয়ে আন্দোলন করতে চায়। বাংলাদেশে তো মুক্ত স্বাধীনতা আছে, আমাদের দেশটাকে আমাদের মতো করে সলিউশন করতে হবে, এটা হলো বড় বিষয়।
Awami League General Secretary Obadul Khader has said the criticism of looting and corruption do not suit the BNP as the country was the world champion of corruption during its regime. He said this while addressing a press conference at the party's head office at Bangabandhu Avenue in Dhaka today. Khader, also the Road Transport and Bridge Minister, said that the proposed budget for the next fiscal year is designed to steer the nation out of the ongoing economic crisis. Khader acknowledged that there's widespread suffering caused by the soaring prices of essential commodities. Khader also defended the government's efforts in managing the crisis, dismissing claims made by the BNP leaders that painted a bleak picture of the nation.
কথাবার্তা শুনলে মনে হয় দেশে বোধহয় দুর্ভিক্ষ, এমন বিরোধী রাজনীতি পৃথিবীর আর কোন দেশে আছে? বাজেটের ব্যাপারেও একই, আমরা প্রতিপক্ষ ভাবলেও তারা ভাবে শত্রু। এই শত্রুতার পরিবেশে বিরোধী দলের কাছে বাজেটের প্রশংসা ভালো দিক একটাও খুঁজে পাওয়া যাবে না। আর সিপিডি তো আছেই, তারা বলেই যাচ্ছে এই লুটপাটে তারা ছিল বাংলাদেশ চ্যাম্পিয়ন, দুর্নীতিতে বিশ্ব চ্যাম্পিয়ন। এই দলের মুখে লুটপাট আর দুর্নীতির বক্তব্য শোভা পায় না।
BNP Secretary General Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir has said their party's ongoing movement to oust the government is going towards the final stage of a rapid pace. He said this while addressing the discussion cum book fair and photo exhibition at DRU, marking the 42nd death anniversary of party founder Ziaur Rahman. Fakhrul said their movement has already gained success as the global community is now advocating for a credible election and the restoration of democracy and the voting rights of people. He said 17 people have already sacrificed their blood on the streets, while thousands of people have been falsely implicated in false cases and many others have been subjected to enforced disappearances and killings, but people have continued their struggle for democracy.
আজকে বিশ্বব্যাপী স্বীকৃত যে এই সরকার গত 14 এবং 18তে যে নির্বাচন হয়েছে তাতে তারা সম্পূর্ণভাবে এই নির্বাচনকে তারা জালিয়াতি করেছে, চুরি করেছে। কোনোদিনই সুষ্ঠু অবাধ নির্বাচন হবে না যদি আওয়ামী লীগের এই সরকার ক্ষমতায় থাকে। সুতরাং আমাদের স্পষ্ট করে বলেছি যে অবিলম্বে এই সরকারকে পদত্যাগ করতে হবে, সংসদ বিলুপ্ত করতে হবে এবং একটা নিরপেক্ষ তত্ত্বাবধায়ক সরকারের হাতে ক্ষমতা দিয়ে একটা জনগণকে ভোটের অধিকার ফিরিয়ে দিয়ে একটা অবাধ সুষ্ঠু নির্বাচন অনুষ্ঠান করতে হবে।
Policy Research Institute of Bangladesh said meeting revenue target in the budget for the next fiscal year is a daunting and challenging task. In the budgetary reaction today, the institute chairman Dr. Zaidi Sattar has said that the proposed budget appears to be overly ambitious, seemingly ignoring the pressing issues at hand. It paints a picture of a thriving economy disregarding the existing crisis.
The budget proposes a 10% of GDP revenue mobilization target, 9% of GDP tax, target. That sounds a bit rather optimistic. So we'll have to see whether, this tax regime, is there a tax regime presented in the budget which is so radically different that it can generate from 7.4% of GDP taxes to something like 9% of GDP. So that will be the big challenge.
Japanese ambassador to Bangladesh, Iwama Kiminori, has said the Rohingyas are now the burden for Bangladesh. He said while addressing a dialogue organized by the Cosmos Foundation at a city hotel today. The ambassador expressed fear that if the Rohingya issue lingered, it had the potential to trigger regional instability. The Japanese envoy refrained from commenting on new U.S. visa policy on Bangladesh.
Interactive, not the Prime Minister, Mr. Ichiguchi Al-haj. All right, so I believe you combine
I had a number to Russia, China, future way forward. 2014, I looked in the embassy of Thailand, but do not go into the evaluation.
The Japan focuses on development of an industrial value chain connecting the Bay of Bengal and northeastern region of India, and emphasizes the importance of further strengthening connectivity in the Bay of Bengal region, as well as person-to-person exchanges. Ladies and gentlemen, third point I would like to mention in this pillar, peace and stability, is again the Rohingya issue. Indeed, this issue affects peace and stability in this region.